Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, November 27, 2021. Possibly you have felt judged, trapped, or full of bad energies, but that is not why you think that everything could always be negative. With the rule of the moon and the cleaning of vibrations with it, you would be much safer with people in your same vibration. Today you have at your disposal a series of energies that come in charge of the transit of the signs from Aries to Taurus, and that, with them, you would emerge victorious from everything that emotionally made you feel in bad vibrations. Above all, regarding the circle of friends, you constantly have at your disposal a series of people who have known your life, work, or way of being towards others. That is why you have to find a way to make everything proper for you. With the energy of the sextile between Mercury and Jupiter, you would have the solution to some decisions to make. You will want to spend time with your family today. Perhaps you recently left a great aunt who gave you candy when you were little. It's your turn to make her happy, invite her to lunch, or take a walk together or visit one of her friends with her. Your loved ones, you will see, will be touched by these sensitive testimonies of your affection, and proud to show those around them that you are thinking of them. Your inventiveness will allow you to find solutions to a concern that torments you. Follow your intuition. Do not let yourself be overwhelmed by the needs of others. It will be to the detriment of your own. You cannot afford it. It is with dynamism and a very good mind that you will evolve today. You will find great satisfaction in seeing what you have sown. It will also give you the momentum to start new things that are important to you. Today, love makes you lose your mind. Do not try to get out of this positive spiral that takes you to new landscapes of love. Passion and tenderness are at the rendezvous. The feelings of love multiply. Allow emotional health to also be part of your balance. Your emotions themselves have likely been preventing you from feeling well. Locate which one is the most difficult for you to understand, and with this, you would be having advantages over what could happen later. Not everyone wants to be a leader, and that's good since you do. And it is even better not to try to obstruct your will. When you are sure you are right, nothing can stop you. Your power of persuasion unleashes the enthusiasm of those around you who are eager to follow you, especially if you take them to better days. Do not impose constraints on yourself today. You will need a moment just for yourself to regain your strength to face the days ahead with vigor. If you have the opportunity, push back on dates and commitments you had planned to push back to a time when you will be fitter. Trust that it is essential to avoid excessive overwork, otherwise, your body will sound the alarm signal, so know how to listen to yourself and rest when you need to. Becoming a good manager is not as difficult as it sounds, especially if you keep the order of your energy in the best possible way. It is a day where the 5 is in your favor. Therefore, you would prevent someone from preventing you from financial success. It is possible, dear, that at this moment you have a certain tendency to separate yourself from the world a little. It's like you've decided to look at things in a radically different way, maybe less personal and more holistic. Today, you could take this process up a notch and have sufficient hindsight to notably forgive some people. You will need to take care of your financial affairs today. Any sort of negotiation or transaction will be successful. You must assume a family responsibility, whether it is your children or your parents. We are waiting for your intervention. You feel more and more comfortable in your position or your company. You indeed need to be well surrounded and supported. Today, more than ever, you spend a lot of time at work. It matters. It is time for things to become clear for you. If so, confront whoever is necessary. Do not carry conscience if you have decided to leave a relationship that did not look fruitful. Therefore, you would keep your thinking equanimous and full of tranquility. Let everything be put into better context with the moon in her best rulership. To love the other is to risk that one day he will go away. You do not have the choice. Without taking any such risk, you are not giving the other the freedom that they need. If you come to people looking to guarantee or protect you, you are going to make them feel that you don't trust them. In turn, they will not give you theirs. Think about it. The day is conducive to crushes, or even love at first sight. If you have been single for too long and this situation weighs on you, get ready to make a meeting that could upset the course of your existence. Be careful because you risk missing this person because of a misunderstanding or a disagreement. After a rather unfavorable first opinion, you could fall under the spell of this stranger who will surprisingly enter your life at first. It is time to recognize that you have done your job well. Possibly you have been afraid, having done things correctly, there would be someone who told you that you have not done things properly. But it doesn't have to be real for that. Focus on the energy of the sextile between Mercury and Jupiter to feel more secure than ever. Today you will attract the attention of the crowds. You are a born actor and you know how to captivate an audience. You may be invited to a party where you will charm the other guests with your wonderful sense of humor. If you have to present your work in front of important people, you can be sure of your success. You will be in the limelight and you will love it. With such charisma, no one will resist you. You will cross paths with a Gemini and be confronted head-on with the duality of his personality. Charming in the morning, he can show a whole different face in the afternoon. Your whole character will hardly adapt to that of this double being. Nevertheless, you have everything to learn from this figure, a little paternalistic, but also generous and endowed with a considerable network. It could be a valuable guide in your career. Try to discover the positive, beyond appearances, and be as accommodating as you can be. While the relationships in your home are good, those with your siblings will not be the sweetest today. A conflict dating back several years could re-emerge and endanger the good understanding that you have managed to establish in recent times. A fine-tuning will therefore be necessary. In the area of friendship, you will be very attentive to the needs of others and be patient with those close to you. This attitude could open the doors to a circle that you thought was very closed.